Today's video is brought to you in part by Blood, Sweat and Tears MMA. Train, blood, sweat and tears. Real MMA.
What's up, guys? Was Khabib versus Edson Barboza not a hell of a fight? Edson Barboza comes out there in the very beginning that's throwing massive leg kicks. And the one thing that you should notice about Khabib compared to any other wrestler, like, you know how wrestlers will normally come forward, like a Randy Couture or a Chael Sonnen, they'll kind of walk forward. Nah, this dude is running. He's kind of like jogging across the cage for all 3 rounds or 5 rounds, whatever the contest will be, and he puts up a hell of a pace like nobody I've ever seen. This dude is coming forward, and his ground and pound is dirty, man. He throws like he's like Tito Ortiz back in his prime when Tito Ortiz was smashing people. This dude was just, I don't even know, man. He was just annihilating this dude, like extremely embarrassing Edson Barboza, which Edson Barboza is a guy who normally is a specimen, a guy who's just kicking people's heads off, dominating people. He's on like a 5-fight winning streak, and then when he fights against Khabib just does what he does. Khabib doesn't do a traditional boxing stance where he's like this with his chin down. He's more standing straight up, and he says he has good boxing. His boxing is decent enough that he can get you flustered and stuff, but I've never seen a guy in my entire life. And usually fighters will be on their knees or they'll be grounding and pounding. But Khabib, he stands straight up and lands punches. And when he had Edson Barboza up against the cage where Edson was like this, he was landing punches so viciously and so violent. Edson, you could see it in Barboza's face. He was like, what the hell? Like, I can't do nothing. Like, and what I noticed what Khabib does very well, he does kind of like a triangle choke kind of maneuver on the kneecaps. So when his opponent is basically flatline, he's kind of doing this kind of maneuver on their knees so they can't move. And I've never seen a grappler, wrestler, submission artist do this. And he's one of the baddest dudes on the planet. He's very, very technical when it comes to the grappling. And I believe if he goes out there right now and fights Conor McGregor has no outlook for that. No way is Conor going to be able to do anything, because Conor is a stand-up guy, and Conor, if he gets taken down, he's going to be in the same vote as Edson Barboza, which is a phenomenal striker. I think Tony Ferguson is going to have his hands full. Yes, Tony Ferguson is a hell of a jiu-jitsu artist, but he's nothing compared to what this dude is. This dude is 25-0. So I was saying that Khabib will be the champion if he fights against Tony Ferguson or against Conor McGregor. I think Tony Ferguson will be the man that will give him a hard time, will actually won't be a hard opponent for him because he is very unique, but I don't think even Tony could handle him on the ground, even though he's an Eddie Bravo 10th planet Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, and he's very unique and creative. I just believe that the pressure that guy puts people under is like nobody you've ever seen. And last night, Dominic Cruz said the only guy that he can remember being this dominant was Cain Velasquez, when Cain was the heavyweight champion and was beating everybody. He was dominating people like this. But I still don't believe he was as aggressive as Khabib. Khabib is a unique athlete. He's a once-in-a-lifetime type of cat. 25-0. And he's like 7 or 8 in a row victories in the UFC. And he's fighting top-level guys. I've never seen any guy in UFC, Bellator, World Series of Fighting, or any professional MMA league ever dominate people like this just with straight grappling. Okay? He has weird, unique boxing. I understand that, where he's like kind of doing this. And he threw a flying knee when Edson was against the cage, and he didn't really know what to do, and he took him out. Only one time during the fight, Edson was able to not get taken down, but It's a different ball game when you fight him. It's a different ball game. It's like Conor McGregor says, when you fight him, it's a different ball game. He hits like a mad truck. Okay, he might hit like a mad truck, but I don't believe Conor would knock him out. I don't believe Tony will knock him out. I just believe right now the best damn lightweight is Khabib. I don't care if he's a champion or not. He's just murking fools. You cannot count this guy out. He should be way more famous. He should be one of the most popular guys on the planet. He might not have the best English in the game, but the dude is a savage, man. I don't know what else to say. But Khabib, he said he wants to maybe make 145. I don't think that's a good idea. But I think if he's gonna compete 3 times in the UFC in 2018, this dude will be a champion. And that's all I can say, man. As always, my name is Trevor. Thanks for watching another Trevor's MMA.
So today's comment question is, who should be next for Khabib? Should it be Conor? Should it be Tony Ferguson? Because this dude is just a... So as always, my name is Trevor, but that is today's comment question. Who is next for Khabib, and who's going to stop his amazing takedowns and his severely brutal ground and pound? I've never seen anybody in my life ground and pound like him. But my name is Trevor. As always, thanks for watching. Bye bye.